Hi, and I'm Dave Owens, your garden guy. Hey guys, welcome to our organic garden out here behind Channel 3. In fact, Bobby, take a look at how good it's looking. This is all during, well, this real hot period that we've got right now. We use only organic techniques, and along with that, deep water, and it's incredibly important, especially this time of year. Here's what we're using. We're using this leaky pipe hose. You can see this. This is going around this tree right above Bobby's head, and it's an evergreen elm. And this is real important, folks. You've got the water. We've been watering for only about an hour now, and we've only been able to get approximately about a foot to foot and a half of penetration with this piece of rebar. So we're going to need to water at least another 2 to 3 hours to get that 3 foot of depth that's required this time of year on this particular tree about once a week in this particular type of soil. So deep and frequent watering. Right now we're doing it, like I said, once a week, approximately 3 hours. And what we're going to do is we're going to start backing off over a certain period of time. If you look up in this evergreen elm, this is a very healthy tree, and this is real important. It's one of the things we get the most questions about is sick or dying trees, especially this time of year. Deep watering is one of the things you want to do. Root flare exposure is another. In fact, Bobby will take a look right down here. We've been taking this blower, and excuse me for just a second, and we blow out this soil around this root flare, and you can see this root flare is going out, and it's going out quite drastically. We still need to remove some of these crossing type roots, but typically most trees, and I will say up to 95% of the trees out there, have root flare exposure. In fact, they're buried too deep into the soil. Even when you purchase them at a nursery, they will be too deep in the soil. So normally you've got to expose that root flare, otherwise you're going to see a lot of stress on that tree. Some other things we're doing is we're creating that forest floor concept. We talk about it all the time. Compost on top of the soil, approximately 4 inches deep, right at the drip edge. Bobby, show them what the drip edge looks like. It's right above the tree there, and that is the drip edge. That's the edge of the tree. That's where all the material, the rainwater, everything falls. This is where the root system really gets most of its nutrients and most of its moisture. So you've got to protect that with some type of, well, some type of compost forest floor type buildup. This is compost here, and then what we do is we put mulch on top of this just to protect it. And this is the most critical element to really creating these nice sustainable environments that you're seeing right over my shoulder. In fact, what we do out here is we go out here and create that type of forest floor by not throwing anything away in what we do in the way of harvesting any type of leaf material out here. Now, the other thing we do, well, we got to go ahead and foliar feed these types of trees. This time of year, it's crucial to get some type of feeding on these trees. Avoid the use of high nitrogen type fertilizers. In fact, typically what we'll do is we'll utilize something like, well, maybe some extreme juice, some liquid seaweed right over here. These are sprayed on the foliage of the tree. By spraying it on the foliage of the tree and creating a compost tea, we actually get a nice sustainable environment. We're going to show you how to do that when we get back here in a few minutes and show you how to spray that on the tree, and at the same time some other little secret ingredients I like to use right out of my kitchen cabinets that really help out with the sustainability and with the use of less water. So Gina, what's going on with the traffic, girl?